So this has always been a bit of an omen for me. In the past I did come out from Africa, Kisumu, Kenya. My reason for going to Kisumu, Kenya, Africa, Jafra and his Yardie gang threatened to burn my mother alive in her car the next time they saw her, a real evil saw trap. My mother phoned. My mum would only ever phone if there was a real problem. Sounded very shaken. She had had a scuffle with Jaffa, the leader of this Yardie gang. Also said, Johnny, we've got headless bodies coming down the river into Lake Victoria from Rwanda, genocide on the horizon. And the slaughter was relentless, mass graves she could have put the population of this into at the time. People hiding in mass graves to avoid being massacred. People dancing with fiendish delight in their victims' blood. Real bloodlust, and again no black panther, puma, jaguar, cougar, serial killer here, no ritual killer here, Africa, Disnarge and Sandringham. Rich boys love pie, human hunting pie. Their high royal blue crime, the year's day fine, September blue murder, certainly not mine. And I had read in a national newspaper where a Yardie gang had burnt a woman with a hot clothes iron on her body and on her face. Again, no Roy White and White Van Man, Christian B. Sandringham serial killer, no black wizard here, a Volvo estate, I really don't think so. And I had also just lost a good friend, Philip Hurt, had come round on the Wednesday. And on the following weekend, his car overturned in Roydon, just outside of this, and caught fire. The car was on its roof. Philip was trapped in his seatbelt and they couldn't get him out. And the Lord did give me Psalm 18 for Philip, tangled in the cords of death. Yeah, I called upon the Lord. So I prayed about it and God confirmed I was to go, and to go urgently. Sometimes when evil is on the move, we have to be on the move also. Stand in the gap, protect those we love. So a genuine emergency, a life or death situation, a race against time, not one single penny from anybody. Certainly no sex and donations, no Oxfam sex scandal here, really don't think so. And if those monster lies had been true, which they certainly were not, I would have served at least 18 months with 3-year prison sentence, according to Inspector Numbnuts Bunton, Mr. Fix-It, liar, liar, pants on fire. This SS Police, Lambert and Glister, Batman and Robin, but all monster lies. So God confirmed I was to go, and to go urgently. And when I flew into Africa, every plane was fully booked with everyone coming out. Just 10 days to the South African elections, and I did pick up a Sunday Times newspaper off the trolley on the plane. Western intelligence, not Johnny Botwright, Western intelligence, were forecasting if South Africa collapsed into civil war, that 50,000 people could be massacred within days. And at that time, estimated between 50 and 100,000 people had been massacred in Rwanda. And I had found a fighting force of 5,000 Zulus, trained by 2 Americans, armed with automatic weapons, ready to make war with the ANC and the right-wing whites. A bit like Michael Caine, stop chucking them spears. So again, Norfolk Bacon SS, Windsor Gestapos, the local Nazis, they're precision engineered. Black box, serial killer frame fix assassination. Africa, Disnarge and Sandringham, but no black wizard, serial killer here. Very deadly serial killer virus, only have infected everyone apart from me. And as always, no Roy White and White Van Man, Christian B, Sandringham serial killer, Black Wizard Towers, Dishu, I really don't think so. Christian Brunacher, just been released from prison in Germany, involved in the Madeleine McCann case. It's been going on for over 19 years now. What's the anniversary recently of the disappearance of Madeleine McCann, apparently. So I did confront Jaffer and his Yardie gang. Again, no Dis Lawnmower Man here. Africa, Dis, Norwich and Sandringham. And certainly no Mad Monster serial killer here. Africa, Dis, Norwich and Sandringham. I really don't think so. Norfolk Bacon SS, Windsor Gestapos, the local Nazis, not far away. Dis Mason Council, White Lodge, the local mafia. It's the local mob. Certainly awful mad monster lies, bogus diagnosis and death threats in Dis Norfolk, UK. Again, set you up as a Roy White and White Van Man, Christian B. A red car, Michael Dunn, Michael Sands, to get you done in or boxed up, locked up, throw away the key. An old cover up high crimes, Royal Blue Murder, certainly not mine. See Prince Harry the Spare for details. So I did confront Jaffer and his Yardie gang at Kisumu Marketplace. And again, the slaughter was relentless, genocide across Lake Victoria. That would be like from here, Lake Victoria is the size of England. So it'd be like from here to Wales away. So people, women, children, the elderly, men and women were being hacked to death for the next 100 days. Over 1 million people in Wales. We'd certainly feel the impact of that here, and that certainly can spread. Again, we're all in range of the unexpected when you least expect it on a day just like today. And I have heard people say that Europe, the UK, the US could also become like Rwanda. The streets could run with blood because of all the opposite diversions, opposite forces in the UK. But when I come out from Africa, that's why it's always been a bit of an omen for me. Everyone was in the centre of this, welcome them back. This town football club, the Tangerines, had won the Vast Cup at Wembley on the Saturday, the day before. So everyone was in the centre of this to welcome back the Tangerine Dis Town Football Club. I was over at the Stag at Thetford with some friends over there. That's a nice afternoon. People were having picnics. We were walking through the forest, Thetford Forest. And then, without any warning, there was a blinding flash of light. And I've travelled the world and the 7 seas. I've been in some big storms. I've seen some big storms. And again, a rich boy's loft pie, human hunting pie, their high royal blue crime. New Year's Day fine, September blue murder, certainly not mine. So at the Stag of Thetford, there was a blinding flash of light. And then I've travelled the world and the 7 seas. Again, I've been in some big storms. I've seen some big storms. But I've never heard such an almighty bang that absolutely shook the place. Then it sounded like the heavens were tearing apart. And just for a moment, you could have thought that RAF Mildenhall or Lightening, US air bases not far from the Stag at Thetford, had been hit with a missile. And then this big electrical storm raged across East Anglia. There were pictures of all the lightning. And again, no Black Panther serial killer here, no Black Wizard here, no Volvo estate, Dis Mason Council, White Lodge, the local mafia. It's the local mob. And again, there were pictures of all the lightning off Yarmouth in the EDP, Eastern Daily Press newspaper. Yarmouth is in the east direction towards Russia and Ukraine now, NATO. And the game of this, winning the Vase Cup, had been televised, was also being shown on the Sunday afternoon. And then just as this was going to kick off, Tackleston Mast was struck by lightning and all the televisions in Norfolk blacked out. So again, we're all in range of war, the unexpected, when you least expect it, on a day just like today. So only can come as a thief in the night. First strike. And again, when I was walking through the forests of Thetford, I was still thinking about all the people fleeing through their lives through the forests of Rwanda. It was reported that 125,000 had become trapped, and the soldiers and the militia were closing in for the kill, for the slaughter. .24 on that one, plenty of host for the hungry, bloodthirsty beasts in high places. There's only no host for the beast here.